And I think we're live. Hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja channel. We are doing a school night stream. I don't usually stream during the week. Actually, what am I saying? I do stream during the week, but it is difficult for me. But hey, Mrs. Pixel has been awesome. And I was like, babes, I really want to do a stream today. There's a little bit of time. And she was like, you know what? You can do it. It's a school night. And well, here we are. So we are doing the SEGA Saturn. So I did a poll over on the YouTube channel on a community post asking, say, look, what do you guys want to see next? Because I do intend to slowly but surely go through as many different systems as the MiSTer supports, as the Analog Pocket supports, and potentially other devices as well. And I want to run them using the Morph4K. Now, I know there's lots of brilliant presets for this, and there's more and more coming very, very frequently, but for the sake of like visual consistency, depending on the display you're watching, you know, if you're not watching it on a massive 4K display, you're watching it on your phone, we're keeping it just vanilla, but you can see how beautiful this looks. I'm so happy with this freaking upscaler, man. But yo, we got Spitfire RAF in the house, and we've got Kel Miller. How you doing there? Kel Miller Jr. should I say, or should I just call you Junior? So guys, I've made a few fun little animations. So first of all, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then hey, subscribe to the channel. Do it for beautiful Karen over there. Hey, yes, there's gonna be canned laughter today. As well as that, I've made some MiSTer dedicated heart stuff, right? Which is freaking awesome. Let's check that out. There you go. Karen loves MiSTer. Look at her. Karen, jump up and show us that heart. And yeah, that's what we're getting plenty of today. Now, if you did like that, I've got different ones as well. Let me show you some of the other ones that I've made. Unrelated to the stream, but I'll give you guys a actually, I'll tell you what, let's get a few more people in and I'll show you the other ones that aren't really related to this, but I do intend to use them. So here's a general like one. Let me know what you guys think. There you go. Okay, there. Hey, so remember guys, press that like button. We are running Daytona. We are checking PixelFX, the PixelFX Morph4K paired with a MiSTer FPGA, a dual SD RAM MiSTer FPGA put into direct video, and it is a simple plug and play. You go into your MiSTer, you go direct video, and that's it. You plug it into the Morph4K. You don't need to do anything on the Morph4K. This is just the vanilla mode. And just to give you, I have got some of the screen cut out. Okay, that's cool. That's in the middle there. You can see it's going from 352 by 224 to, well, 2880 by 2160. Essentially 224p to 2160p, man. That is just nuts, man. Absolutely crazy. I'm thinking about buying a PlayStation 2, man. You can buy like modded ones with a 1TB hard drive for like £100. Let me know what you guys think. Should I buy one? Shall we get one for Karen, shall we? Karen loves it. Yo, Shifty, my bro, how you doing there, man? All right, let's do one bad race of Daytona. Daytona. You know, I like racing games. I don't really like racing. And guys, if I'm not as witty as I normally am, it's because usually I stream on the weekends where I sleep during the day, man. Well, like today, I got up at 4:45. I can actually wake up at 5:30 and still make it to work, but I like to chill. I like to get the bus in instead of the underground, and that's the kind of guy that I am. But it takes an effect because I am a little bit, well, razzled in the evening, shall we say. Hey, let's start. I always forget what the accelerate button is. I'm going to go with B this time. Oh, no, was that a brake I'm holding? No, I'm holding the brake down. Okay. It's bloody... Nope. Okay, it's C. It's bloody C. What a terrible start. But hey, look how beautiful this is looking. Hopefully, it's looking just as good on your set where you can see this in 4K. And try and watch this in 4K if you are viewing it on a 4K set. If not, hang around for the laughs and giggles. We've got Karen. Karen's got... So what I did was, I was like, I realized I could make these chroma ones where the background for Karen's transparent. So it's going to be amazing because I'm going to add her into videos. But I'm just going to like, because the chroma key makes the background transparent, I can kind of like I could do RoboCop, right? If I do a video on, say, RoboCop, the arcade game, I could add Karen into like the background into, sorry, looking out of a window, for example, or, you know, standing in a shop or something. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Here we go. Daytona just, it works wicked, man. Oh, by the way, guys, if anyone knows anyone in the UK is selling MiSTer Laggies, I do want to get one, because you guys always ask, you wanna know how much additional latency there is going with the MiSTer into the Morph, you know, going into my capture card and then going into my TV. There's a few steps, but on the whole, guys, I don't feel any latency. It just feels, well, it just feels absolutely superb. And I have to say, Daytona just looks absolutely superb. I mean, it looks great on the SEGA Saturn as is, but wow, just upscaled, it looks really, really good. I never thought, do you know what, I never thought I needed a 4K scaler, and maybe I don't. I was happy with 1080p, and the more I use it, the more I kind of like it, and I'm like, wow, okay, I can see why people want this. Whereas previously, honestly, I was like, I don't see the point. We're playing retro games, 1080p is enough, but I get it now, guys. I do get it, and that's because I have been fiddling with this. Funnily enough, I just bought a PS2 Slim, which I'm hoping to hook up to a NAS. So, Shifty, I've got a PS2 Slim, and I bought it when I was on holiday. It's got the disk drive missing, but it comes attached, right? What does it come with? Guys, by the way, I'm on some latest test firmware, and hopefully it will come out soon. But what it does is it's really good at swapping between stuff. So like you'll see it's gone into something in the menu, it will change, and it changes a lot of stuff on the fly, which I think is really, really cool. Let's put a Street Fighter game, Street Fighter Alpha 2. I think I'm playing CHD, so I have to go in and do a reset. You see there where the menu looks a little bit different, it kind of swaps it over. Guys, we got 24 people. Why have you guys not pressed that like button? Don't do it for me, do it for beautiful Karen up there. And look at the star jump she's gonna do. Can you guess what's between her legs? Aha, it's a heart. Now press that damn button, guys. Nice to see you all. Cherry, can you try? Yeah, absolutely. Hola Juegos, we can do that. Absolutely. So let me show you some of the other ones that we've made. So when I do Analog Pocket streams, I'm going to be using, or Analog Pocket videos, we're going to use Arcade Karen loving that Analog Pocket. She wraps a trusty tea bag around it to reveal the Analog Pocket has a heart. Absolutely, it has a heart, sir. Yes, sir. And well, hopefully I'll get an Analog 3D soon. I've got my friend's one that I'm gonna have for a while. I think, I'm not sure if they're gonna take it straight away, especially if it doesn't come by Christmas. So I've made one for when I do Analog 3D videos, and check this out, guys. It looks absolutely brilliant. Well, what's Karen gonna do? Well, Karen's gonna spin her tea bag. Spin that tea bag, Karen. What we got here? Well, we got a whole load of hearts. Let me show you that one again. I really like that one. So guys, just for anyone watching at home, if you have an Analog 3D, don't put a tea bag in a cartridge slot. You will not get hearts, okay? So I am not going to be responsible for you damaging your Analog 3D with a dirty tea bag. Karen is just there just for laughs. Coin up Karen, some call her Arcade Karen. And a general like one, I think I've already shown this one. This one's over here. Let me know which one your favorite is. But yeah, I really do like the MiSTer one. I think the MiSTer one is I think that one's really, really good. The way she kind of jumps up, and there's a little heart between her legs. So guys, press that like button. Some of you guys are doing it, and I really, really appreciate it. Hola Juegos. We're gonna do, what was it? Die Hard Arcade, absolutely. So Die Hard Arcade is there. So we're doing Saturn today. There's an STV version as well, but I'm going to try and stick to the Saturn. We could potentially go over to the STV, but I will. Whenever I say STV, I don't know why. I always think STD. Now, guys, I'm going to be completely honest here. I have never had an STD, but maybe because I've not had too much sex in my life. If you have had an STD, then do let me know. Actually, maybe don't let me know. What's going on with me, man? All right, let's just go into arcade mode. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be good, Pixel. Remember, you're a responsible adult. You're a parent. You don't need to act like this little juvenile. All right, okay. There we go. Beautiful Karen over there. Right, okay. Okay, let's go Kenneth. I never really picked Kenneth in these ones. Had to buy an original N64 as well as the Mr. Laser. I've actually got an N64. Really, really lucky for me. A friend of mine, really, really close friend of mine, man. His father got terminally ill and he sold everything and he sold his houses and left, and he's moved to Serbia. And he just said, look, take the N64, I don't want it. And it's the one we grew up playing. It was almost like it was my N64 because we always hung out together and played. So yeah, I've got that. I've got like 5 games with it, so I can do that. I've got another drive. I haven't bothered setting it up. Yeah, I am... yeah, I should be getting an analog... I always say analog pocket, right? But... yeah, I'm not the greatest with this with this 8-bit notepad. I like it. I do like the M30, but whenever I play Street Fighter, I always end up jumping, man. I always end up jumping on the damn thing. Whoa. See, look, that's supposed to be a hurricane kick. Look at that. Okay. By the way, the soundtrack for this is banging. Okay, I'm going to run something else. This is for... what are we doing? We're doing Die Hard Arcade. Let's do that, man. And again, really good. I like the way it just... like, you see it fuzzy for a second on the menu, then it just absolutely fixes it. Really... okay, well, was it Die Hard? Did you say Die Hard? You said Die Hard Arcade, didn't you, my guy? Yeah, Die Hard Arcade. Die Hard. Big shout out to Anime Otaku, man. Hope you are doing well, buddy. I should have messaged you, actually. I was running about. I did see a message. So guys, remember, look, I spent time making these beautiful arcade Karen things for you to have a look at and bring us entertainment. So make sure you press that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, well, you can't talk to us, but hey, press that button. Look out. Okay. I like the way that Sega logo looks. It just looks absolutely superb. Yeah, hola juegos, this is for you, my buddy. That's the one original. Yeah, so I'm tempted. Shifty, what do you think? Right, there's a guy, and I saw it on eBay. And he sells a PlayStation 2 with a 1 terabyte SD card with, he says, some kind of custom memory card as well. So I don't know if it's a massive memory card that saves lots of games, and a controller. And it's 100 quid delivered, man. Now I'm kind of tempted. I'm tempted. Do I need, like, do I actually need a PlayStation 2? Honestly, like, I don't. I'm actually quite happy playing most of the games on there that I like via a software emulator. But I kind of want it, man. I kind of want it, and I have got one. I've got one, but the one I've got works with a normal USB memory stick. But Anime Otaku was telling me that the USB is really slow on it, so some games may stutter. So it's kind of made me think I don't even want to try it. Maybe I should try that first before I commit to the other one, because I'm probably going to do a couple of videos on it and then just leave it and never ever play it. I don't have time to, believe it or not, guys, as someone that does a YouTube channel, I don't actually have a lot of time to play games. Like, I play games for doing videos, I play games that I like doing live streams, and I like arcade style games, so I can play that kind of stuff there. Yo, VolJoe, happy Thursday in the States, where I'm watching this in a work meeting, and that is the best work meeting. And you know what, VolJoe, this one is for you, man. Let's show you. Karen is super happy to see you, and she says, you know, you need to jump up. And when you jump up, look down, because there might be a star coming out of your bottom. Sorry, not a star, a heart coming out of your bottom. Hey guys, if you are enjoying the stream, press that like button, and a shout out to any of my viewers that have a MiSTer and an analog pocket, because if you wrap a tea bag around an analog pocket, guess what? A heart shows up. Right, okay, so let's run a quick go on this. Guys, look how beautiful this is. I love the upscaling, man. It's just so... it's so freaking clean, man. Wow, like, wow. Absolutely amazing. Oh, by the way, guys, like, I genuinely like the Morph4K, and the guys, like, you know, I've done a few videos that are Mark sponsored for obviously getting it and putting some content out there, but now that part is initially over, right? That sponsored part, everything I'm doing now is because I like the bloody product, right? It just looks super clean. Super clean. I'm hoping you guys can see what I see. You know, do you see what I see? But man, see, like, these games, I always thought they age so poorly, man. But you know, combine also playing it on the MiSTer, combining it with a Morph4K and upscaling it, it really, really does look freaking good, man. Right, so punch, kick, jump, right, let's, oh no, okay. Yeah, so these games have aged well, hey, man. You know, don't bring a fist to a gunfight. Is that what it is? Or don't bring a bat to a gunfight? Or, I don't know, if you could, oh, look at that. Yeah, so this has aged really, really well. Like, now it has. There was a time where these 3D stuff, I was like, there's my babes. How you doing there, love? Always feel bad beating her in the head with a hammer, but hey, if I give her a chance, she will kick my butt. Oh, guys, guess what? Terminator's coming out tomorrow. Hey, Terminator 2D, no fate. It is going to be a banger, absolute banger. Really, really good game. Yo, Ori, my guy from down the road is here, man. How you doing there, buddy? Karen loves you. She's saying hello. Okay, I'm kind of doing stuff here and managed to press that button. I like these like quick time events in here. Guys, for anyone that's wondering, Ori lives down the road from me. And we still haven't met. We need to go Free Play City one day. I know we keep saying it, and then I'm like, I can't do stuff. I know at some point I need to, so guys, you know, it's important. Like I don't know about you guys, right? But who are your best friends? Like I've got different people that I hang with now. Like the people I mainly, actually I don't really hang with anyone now, but a lot of the guys that I do hang or socialize with, I like a lot of my Street Fighter friends. A lot of my friends that I grew up with, I don't see many of them. Many of them don't really live near me. There's a couple that live near me, but I think they are actually certified crackheads now. But yeah, there's some, they don't live near me, and we get together like once a year now for like a lads Christmas dinner. They do it, and they go out and I go with me. I'm teetotal, my boys go, or we meet up, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing one of those on a Saturday soon. I really hope they do it. I do miss my guys, man. You know, we grew up together, some of us from primary school, which is the school you start when you're like 5 or whatever, and then moving on to secondary school. Secondary school is where I made like the friends that I really, really like kind of hung out with and done everything with. You know, we went on adventures together. We grew up together. You know, we fought over many things, including girls and sometimes money, but mainly over girls. Not too much, just an occasional one here or there. Right, let's have a look. Let me put on one of my favorite games. I don't know what folder we are in actually. Oh, we're in USA, baby. Let's have a look. So, ooh, okay. So that's one thing. I'm trying to go. I think I've gone for a 1 game 1 ROM. So it's this game's really, really good. I know I'll put this on every time. Oh wow, okay, that's weird. It's done a reset by itself. Usually when I run the CHDs, I have to kind of do a reset. What we need is a PS2 analog FPGA or a GameCube FPGA. I wonder if that will happen. There's always like something like that can't be done. I mean, you know, I'm not a programmer. I am simply just a layman. You know, I'm just someone that, you know, just hangs out with my girl Karen, you know, just making tea and having all that stuff. But there's a lot of people that say that it's not possible on FPGA, or it's very, very difficult. I mean, to be honest, now that I've got, so here's the thing, right? I've always said to myself that I would like to get, let me try and run that again. So I would like to get, you know, like a Dreamcast core, for example, but I only wanted it for 1 game. I wanted it for Capcom versus SNK 2. And honestly, the Capcom Fighting Collection that came out, the CVS2 that's on this scratches my itch. The PlayStation 2, I'm quite happy playing it via software emulation. For the whole part, I do find it very, very decent. I find it all right, apart from 2D games. So, but with the Morph4K now, and it's amazing because I can get these analog devices and I can plug them in. So that's what's making me think, oh, I've got a PlayStation I can get. Before I bite a bullet on that, maybe I should test the one I've got. I've also got a Wii here. I've got an Xbox, but that's a HDMI one, but I guess we could upscale that to 4K. And I went really stupid. I got the Xbox. So my Xbox one that I used a lot was the limited edition Halo one, but it got really, really loud. You know, when the Xbox is like, whoa, it's like a damn, like you're playing it, but it's like a bloody washing machine, man. It's like, you know, my wife's in there, she's like, are you doing the washing? I'm like, no, I'm playing a bloody Xbox. But I got rid of that one because CEX were giving really good trading on it. And I got the E version, but I should have gone for the slim. The E one's the tiny one. Unfortunately, that one only has HDMI. It doesn't have an analog output, which would have been good because I could have connected it to a CRT. But hey, you know what? Maybe down the line I can pick one up. So I'm not sure. I'm very limited for space. At one point, you know, if I can get a bigger place, which is very, very unlikely, but London's just so cramped and expensive. But, you know, if all of a sudden, you know, you guys were to like join my Patreon and become members and my channel got big and I was earning mega bucks out of it, which can happen. I don't know why you guys are laughing. Yeah, I'm laughing as well. It's never going to happen. But, you know, if something like that happens and I can afford it, I'd love to have like a dedicated games room and not kind of, you know, living in this corner of the bedroom where when the wife says she's got to go to bed, I've even got to do whispering videos where people say I do the AMSBR or whatever the heck it's called. They say your voice is very soothing, but I'm just trying to whisper so I don't wake my wife up and she doesn't put her hand down to the side of the bed, gets that slipper directly at my head, causing a concussion. And I know I make jokes with my wife. My wife is actually lovely. And I tell her sometimes, I said, oh, I said this, I said that. And she goes, why are you saying that? I go, don't worry about it. It is just a little bit of humor. But, you know, I do tell her, especially when I say, oh, on the weekend, I'm like, Mrs. Pixel, let me drop her a message. And I said, the audience, they love you. They love Mrs. Pixel. You are so thick. They absolutely, and I'll show her sometimes some of the chat. I go, look, they're proper happy. And at the point you gave me like another 30 minutes, they were like, yeah, they were like, this is awesome. Mrs. Pixel is awesome. And all of a sudden I can see her smile and I think like that. And I guess like the ad revenue every month, giving her at least half of it, sometimes all of it, definitely helps. So, you know, that's why she puts up with a lot of stuff that I do, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to do this. Would you do this for me? I will go and do this. So, I mean, it's not like the ad revenue is life-changing money. Hey, but, you know, like a couple of £100 a month, like, here you go, babes, this is for you, all of a sudden brings a smile to a lady's face because it's disposable income that she can spend anyway, right? This game here is Guardian Force, guys. Let's get back to the gaming, man. We just end up getting sidetracked. I just love chatting to you guys, man. You're all bloody nerds like me, so it makes bloody sense, right? So this game's Guardian Force. It's really, really good. It is like a dream come true. It's a game that I played. Then, do you know when you play like an arcade game and the controls are exactly how you think of them now? Certain times where I've played games where you've got like a tank that you're controlling, you can only like shoot in the direction that you rotate. The good thing is you've always got a fire that fires up. I've said it many times, but I'm never going to stop saying it. I freaking love this game. One thing I do like is, like, so when you play the STV version, there's less loading. There are differences sometimes with the sound, but when you play the STV version, you've kind of got to go in and configure those controls. But what's really, really cool about the version on the SEGA Saturn is the controls are just absolutely right. Awesome. Pro fighting games. How you doing there, buddy? So in regard to CPS3, I know it's something that's Ⅎ𝒾𝓈 and his team are working on. I'm very, very, you know, Ⅎ𝒾𝓈's someone that within the FPGA gaming scene I get on very, very, very well with. I consider him a friend. So whenever there's any news, he knows that's my most wanted core. I've made it perfectly clear. We've spoken about it many times over the years. And as soon as, if there is anything that I can show and he's happy for me to show it at some point, then yes, that will be amazing. But I know it's a difficult one. I'm not going to hound him or rush him. I mean, I've hounded him a couple of times in the past. I think the biggest hounding I gave was like Shadow Dance. So when he was working on Sega System 18, I was like, look, this is one of my favorite arcade games of all time. Please, please, please. And I don't always ask you, we always chat, but I want this in any capacity. So he gave me like a work in progress core with garbled graphics. I'm really, really hoping that you know, something happens with CPS3 and he's like, yo, Pixel, check this out or run this. I would absolutely love to do it, even if it's just, you know, if it's got the backgrounds missing, whatever. I would just love to absolutely try. So guys, if you love CPS3, then press that like button. Do it for me, do it for Ⅎ𝒾𝓈, do it for CPS3, and do it for Karen, who farts freaking hearts. Yeah, right, let's give this a quick go. Right. So here we are. Right, Jerk Face in the house. Jerk Face. Whenever I see that name, I want to eat some jerk chicken with my friend Jerk Face. So I'd be interested in lag tests on the MiSTer compared to the Saturn, as I read somewhere that there is lag on the Saturn games. Okay, so you know what? I don't actually have a Saturn. So if you're kind of talking about doing some stuff on that, I do want to get a MiSTer Laggy though. If anyone ever knows anyone in the UK that's making a few and selling them, give me a shout, because it's cheap to get. It's like under £10 to make. Usually you can get it for £10 or £12 delivered. So, you know, it's something that I will invest in for you guys. I'm not that bothered, because if there's latency, I can feel it. If I can't feel it, then, you know, it's all good. Right, guys, so I'm playing this game. I've got my finger on B, and A will rotate it anti-clockwise, and C will rotate my turret clockwise. and it just feels absolutely great. And the fact that you've always got a fire that's going up, you know, that is always going to fire that way, and you can just focus on where you want to move your turret. I can't recommend this game enough. It plays amazing on the Saturn, and it plays amazing on the STV core. What I even tried was, I wanted to do a video on this, right? And often what I do with a video, I've got a few handhelds. I've got a GPD Win Mini that I specifically bought to capture footage, even a Retroid Pocket 5, for example, because sometimes I'll just emulate games on Android. And yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. When I played this on MAME, even on my powerful PC, right? You know, my PC is overkill for what I do with it. That's why I wanted to take the channel 4K. I was like, hey, I can actually use my PC to do something useful rather than just playing bloody retro games. So when I played this on MAME, and no disrespect to MAME, disrespect for me to getting shot though, but MAME is freaking awesome. You know, the whole team is awesome. David Haywood, MameHei's awesome guy, does a lot of awesome and very important work. But when I played this game in particular on MAME, man, it was laggy. There was so much input lag. I was like, wow. So in my humble opinion, the best version of this to play is actually either a Saturn version or the STV version on the MiSTer FPGA, or unless obviously you're playing on the Saturn. But look how clear this looks in 4K, guys. I do hope, guys, can you guys let me know what you're watching this, or in more particular, if you're watching it in 4K, just say in chat that you're watching it in 4K, because I just want to know, because I want you guys to be able to see the visual bloody clarity that I am seeing. I'm a glasses wearer, have been for a long time. I actually stopped wearing glasses when I was around, so I wore them in school. When I was 16, got into girls, got really cool, and I was like, I need to start wearing, I stopped wearing glasses, and I must have been partially not blind, but you know, you can't see everything. I remember one time in my mid-20s, so I neglected glasses even though I was supposed to wear them for like 7 years. And I remember one time I was at my work and I saw this girl smiling at me from a distance. And just in case Mrs. Pixel, you are watching, I was single back then. I assure you, I was single. I was a single guy, right? But this is before I met you, mid-20s. I married you when I was in my late 20s, right? Like late 20s, like almost 30, I think, right? So what happened was, I saw this dude. Let me load another game. I'm gonna tell you this really good story and you are freaking gonna laugh. Right, while we're here, let's do another shmup. And guys, if you want any requests, just put them in block capitals, because they're easy to stand out. Oh, there's so many good shmups on this thing. I kept telling myself I need to do a shmups video at some point, and I will do it, right? So anyway, I didn't wear glasses for a long time, guys. Did not wear them for a long time. Before I continue with the story, guys, if you haven't pressed the like button, then press that like button. Do it for beautiful Karen over there. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, then you know, a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. So anyway, I'm standing. There is a beautiful blonde standing at the other end of where I am. And I'm like, wow, she looks amazing. And she's smiling at me. So I gave her a smile back from a distance. And, you know, like, I was like, wow, like amazing. I was like, someone here, yeah, you know, Pixel is going to get some Pixel fun. And yeah, so anyway, I smiled and she came closer. And when she came really close to me, it was a dude with long blonde hair. Not my cup of tea, man. I get it. It's some, you know, each to their own. For me, I've always been a guy that likes girls. And that's the point I realized, you know, I should have gone to Specsavers. And I did, and since then I've been wearing glasses. So I neglected glasses from the age of 16, roughly speaking, to 27 actually. I think I was 27 then, 26 or 27. So around a decade I neglected glasses for. But guys, if you have issues with your eyesight, get glasses. Okay, I'm glad there's a good demo here. And this has got a banging soundtrack as well, man. If you've got a lighter, light it, hold it up, but make sure there are no flammables around, because you don't want stuff catching fire. Right, okay, let me have a look at some of the chat, because you guys talk and not that much. I talk a lot. Right, let's have a look. Okay, PS2 hooked up. Oh, okay, I use my, oh, jerk face. What's the PS2 like with the Morph, man? Yo, Tresurrector, wicked. Awesome, good to have you here. Oversoul 7 Zeng, dang, I love the humor and the energy. I don't even know where it came from. I'm bloody tired. I've been working all week. Well, actually, when I say I'm working, I am pretending to work. And tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to pretend to work even less, because my boss is off and I'm covering him. And when I cover him, I have to spend the whole day trying to look busy. But I have got a few things to do. There's the company that I work for. like most companies, we have this portal and I have to do like all these courses, and a lot of them are just really, really boring. And I will just go and I'll catch up on some of that when I'm covering him. But we have got our work kind of like our work Christmas do tomorrow, and it's not something I like doing because my kids are going to be waiting for a pizza Friday night. So I'm gonna kind of pop there for half an hour. But guess what? When the guys there went to check out the venue, they checked it out yesterday after they paid for it and everything. They just wanted to check it. So what happened was they went over to it and they've got an arcade machine there, and I think it's one of those multi-arcade games, and they play some Street Fighter, man. So like I'm really hoping I live the dream, and this never ever happens, right? But I'm hoping to go there, I'll play Street Fighter, and there's people there playing Street Fighter, and there's a little bit of a scene, and we all play, and it's winner stays on, and the whole night becomes like a thingy, like a Street Fighter night. Oh, what's this here? Ori, PCN, I'm still on single RAM setup. Recommend get... No, Ori, you don't need a dual RAM setup, honestly, unless specifically, let me give this a quick whirl, right? So unless you're really into like the 3D fighting games and you notice the slowdown on single SD RAM, then maybe that's worth getting. The only reason I've done this is because obviously if you're using a Morph, you can go in via HDMI or via direct video and still have dual RAM and go there. And the other thing is I did a poll over on YouTube on what's it called, the community post, and I was like, guys, what do you want to see? And any time, which one do you want to see with the Morph next? And it was PC Engine, it was SNES, Mega Drive, and it was so Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, PC Engine, and Saturn. And honestly, I can tell you now, if you go back, you can go and check it. Whenever I do a YouTube community post, if Saturn is in the vote, Saturn always bloody wins. So, for example, if I want to do if I don't want to do Saturn, sometimes I just exclude Saturn out of the vote. So Saturn is a brilliant system, and it's not something I really had much access to back in the day. Most people went PlayStation. And it's something that I really, really discovered with the MiSTer. And that's why I always say about the MiSTer. The MiSTer is freaking king, guys. If that ever changes in the future, I will say, right, if something is better at a particular task, but like a one-trick solution, like a one solution that does everything, it's the bloody MiSTer. It doesn't matter what you've got out there, how powerful it is, just the amount of community support it's got, the amount of cores. It is the best freaking FPGA gaming system out there, right? But yeah, the Saturn is something that I really got into on the MiSTer. When I was doing content, we were testing SRGs like work in progress cores, and it was just superb. And I was like, wow, like what a... Like it is amazing. And the reason I like it, right? So the reason I wouldn't have liked it back in the day, back when the PlayStation came out, everyone was like, no, we want 3D. We want 3D. That's what we want, right? All this 2D was like, nah, man, we moved on for 2D. Why a 2D? Why have we got games that look like SNES games, right? We want 3D. We want 3D. Yeah, so I neglected this. But hey, going older, going for that nostalgia, man, I was like, no, I want the 2D stuff, and the bloody Saturn is full of it. It is absolutely full of it. It is amazing. And try this game out, Time Bokan series. By the way, this is out for the PlayStation as well, so do check it out for that. Love this game. Can't do a Saturn stream without playing this game. The soundtrack for this is just amazing. And look at this. There's a giant elephant being ridden by a baby elephant. Is this Dumbo and his daddy? I don't know. I'm on a bike. Ankle. Can you hear the ankle? So I thought that meant danger because danger's flashing, but Anime Otaku, my partner in Metal Game Solid, he said no, it doesn't mean that. It told me what it meant, but I completely forgot. But it doesn't mean danger. But this is where it gets annoying, and someone was actually talking about doing a patch that gets rid of this ankle sound. Right, let's run another game. And yo, Scandal's in the house. Scandal, check this out. Look, this is a pocket one, nothing to do with MiSTer, but hey, you know what, have a look at that Karen, her lovely tea bag, wrap it around the analog pocket and you get a heart. Right, what we got? Funky Head Boxes, the weird one. Ooh, Dodon Patchy, I know people really like that. Should we go? I'm doing too many shmups. Did I commit to doing another game? Let's have a look at this, guys. You guys aren't giving me any requests out there. I'm happy to take on requests. I just don't want to. I don't want to sit here playing like fighting games and shmups all the time, you know. Oh, that's it. I had some of the 3D games because my guy Ori said to me that is it worth getting a dual RAM setup? Right, let's go USA, baby, USA. It might be here. VERDUCHI. I do know my ABC. I'm an educated guy to some extent. Right, okay, let's go Virtua Fighter 2. So this is where you will get the advantage, guys. This is where you'll get the advantage. It's on these 3D games. The 3D games, Astor, no worries. Red Panda in the house, a channel member. Someone wants to say hello to you, and her name is Karen, and when she jumps up, she farts hearts. So press that like button, damn it, people. Yeah, so Virtua Fighter here. If this is your jam, right? If I was a VF player, but I have to say, man, like, I know Virtua Fighter is amazing. I know it's amazing because being a big part of the FGC growing up, playing all that stuff, I remember like guys that are into this, and when they explained it, it just sounds bloody amazing. It sounds like the best 3D fighter out there. However, man, this is difficult. The combos in this are difficult. It's like hold 2 buttons, but let go one within 1 frame and then do this. It's crazy the amount of this game has more layers than bloody onions, man. It is a complex bloody game, but I just can't get on with it, man. I mean, maybe it's not a case of I can't get on with it. I just can't put in the time to do it. The other day I bought that City of Wolves, Fatal Fury City of Wolves, and you know what? I went into training mode for like 10 minutes and that is it. And I keep meaning to play it, but I don't have that time to play fighting games and get good at them and do it. And that's why I like playing like Super Turbo. I like playing Third Strike. Any of the general Street Fighter games that I grew up playing, and I can, okay, you know, I'm not practicing or getting better at them, but hey, it's still fun playing. And when I beat someone that practices a lot, it kind of feels good. Right, let's have a look at some of the chat while we run this intro. Looks really good, and I use Retrovision component cable into analog bridge. Yeah, I've got the analog bridge. They actually gave me all the attachments as well, but I've got the one with components, SCAR and S-Video, so I'm kind of good with the connections I generally need. Thought about a retro gem, but I don't feel I need it at the moment. Right, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. PlayStation 2 can do component, right? It can do component, because I remember my Xbox doing it, and I would like to get a component lead with that. That would be awesome. Nice, I'm glad you like it. Let me show you the other ones as well. So guys, I've got some new stuff here. So this one here is a general subscribe. Karen absolutely loves it, and I don't know what the heck that is supposed to be out there. Is that supposed to be a stomach saying subscribe? Let me just run you that one again. So just kind of messing around with those, and yeah, definitely a bit of fun messing around with those. I knew there was a chroma key. I knew you could use it. And it's just not something that I really use. Right, okay, and then what else we've got? We've got the general like one, which is a generic one. So guys, if you're liking this Arcade Karen stuff, press that damn like button for her, man. Also, just to let you guys know, I always put the ad revenue thing on the lowest option. So I'm really hoping you only get 1 ad when you enter, and you don't get disturbed through ads. If you do, let me know, and I'll turn off monetization for streams. I enjoy streams too much, and you know, whatever ad revenue I do get on this, I'm quite happy to forfeit it, you know, just for that. Hey, scandal with the Karen thing and a trusty teabag. Right, okay, here we go. When I get an analog 3D, she swings a teabag in the analog 3D and hearts come flying out. I really do like that one. So let's have a look. There you go. And by the way, guys, do not put a teabag in your analog 3D, whatever you do. This is not advice on me telling you put a teabag in your 3D. Don't do that. But when I do get my 3D and I do some videos, Karen's gonna be there with us, just spreading that love through the analog 3D. Absolutely amazing. It seems one of those rare people you can genuinely have a good time with a party without feeling awkward. Well, okay, do you know what? If that's part, so I'm going to the work party. I'll be all right there. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've avoided work Christmas parties at my last job. Like for the last 13 years that I work there, and I just don't like them, because I'm teetotal, right? And I have been teetotal for like a number of years, man, like a long time now, right? So especially like with the brews, right? With the brews, it's like 20 years or something, man. So I don't like being in that environment. People that I know that are normal, they're like, you know what, Pixel, or like my name's Z, they're like, Z, you know what, like you're a good guy. Like, and I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And then they're like, well, you're a good guy. I just think like I need to get out of there. However, when I did indulge in that stuff and these people were talking to me, I was like, yeah, man, you are absolutely right. You're mistaken. You don't know. I had a friend, right? While we watch a little bit of this, I'll tell you, I had this friend. And this friend, Irish guy, lovely guy, love the guy, right? And we used to go out, and so he used to go out like with us clubbing, and it was cool, right? He always wanted to fight. The guy's looking at me. I was like, hey, you're looking at him, dude. Like, move away. So he used to go out, and we used to go, like when I went out with him and his friends, like when he wasn't out with my friends, when I was with his particular friends, when we went out on a Friday, we came home on a Sunday, man. This guy was freaking hardcore. And then while we were out in this state of crackheadedness, right? He was like, oh, you know, my missus don't understand me. Paid. He had a really good job, by the way, like literally like a very, very good job. Amazing money, very, very skilled, high up in construction, right? Smart guy. But he was like, my missus, I pay for 2 holidays. I got the house, I got this, I got that. But, you know, and I would be like, yeah, man, you know what? I don't understand why she puts you through this, why she dashes you out and keeps you away from the kids. Anyway, fast forward years and years and years. I meet him at a friend's barbecue where I was DJing at the time. And I'm pretty much teetotal then, right? I think all I was doing was hanging with a little bit of Mary Jane from time to time. It was before I went completely teetotal in 2013. So I met him, and we're probably like in our early 30s then, right? And this guy has not stopped from when we've gone to school. He looks like, I look like 31, 32. My guy looks like he's like 50, man. He's got all grey hair, all of that. And the thing is, I see him and it's the same thing again. So I'm completely sober here now, right? And he's telling me, yeah, you know, the missus, she's done this to me, she's kicked me out and all of that. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, it's because you go out on Friday and you come back on Sundays, dude. I haven't forgotten. And, you know, I killed his buzz, because if I was on his level, I would agree with him. But I wasn't on his level. I was not in that mindset, so I could see the fault. But I guess the point I'm making is when you're in it and you're in that company where you're indulging in that, you see yourself as the victim, where you're not, where maybe your family's the victim, people around you are the victim, because, hey, you know what? You're not 18, 19, 20, 21 anymore. You know, you're a family person. You've got kids. You've got all of this. So you know, your wife is going to be sick of it. You know, so it's absolutely nuts, right? Let's do one game of this, because I feel like this is going to be like a talking stream, man. So before I press this, guys, if you haven't done it, remember, Arcade Karen, coin up Karen there. What does she love more than tea bags? Well, she loves farting hearts. Right, okay, let's do a bit of VF. Right, let's do this. Wow, I haven't even taken a sip of my drink yet. My beautiful wife, my beautiful Mrs. Pixel, who is definitely not pixelated, guys. She's a real woman, I assure you. She actually made me, what did she make me? Oh, she made me a honey and lemon drink. I had like a headache. I think I was coming down with something, and all of a sudden it kind of went. But it gave me a headache, which, guys, it lasted a bloody week, man. It's kind of gone, but I kind of really do. Oh, wow. This looks freaking beautiful, man. Honestly, look, wow. Right now, my jaw is freaking dropped. Guys, I cannot play this game. I wish if I was skilled enough to play it. Look how beautiful this is on the Saturn. Just superb, man. By the way, I bought the latest Virtua Fighter out there because I'm a sucker for fighting games. Haven't really played it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'd rather play Tekken, because Tekken's easier to play, man. Tekken is checkers. I'm a checkers type of guy now. This game here is bloody chess, right? It is chess. So, Ori, go back to your point. If this is your favorite game, and this is why you got the MiSTer, then dual RAM is for you, because there is slowdown in some fighting games that is not present in dual RAM, but the slowdown is there in single SD RAM, right? So yeah, this is the reason to get it, right? But for me, for example, my single SD RAM, I've got 3 MiSTers. Well, I've got 2 OG MiSTers, 1 MiSTer Pi. MiSTer Pi is single SD RAM, and one of the OGs is single SD RAM, and the MiSTer add-ons one I got is a dual SD RAM. Honestly, guys, the one that's always connected is a single SD RAM. It goes out to my PVM. I'll be honest with you, I don't really use my PVM. It's too small to bloody look at. I'm an old guy and I've got to kind of angle it a certain way. I'm really happy playing it on this new 4K display I've got, man. It is bloody amazing. Oh, Sarah, my love, I love you. Mrs. Pixel, only joking. This is a video game. Sarah is not a real character, and any love I have is fictional. You are the only woman for me. Actually, I'll tell you another really funny story about Mrs. Pixel, actually. Oh man, I'm smashing it here just by button bashing, but if I was playing another human opponent, it would not happen, right? So actually, let's run another game. Let's run something with a good attract mode. So Fighters Megamix, I think it's called. That's another fighting one. Oh, Fighters Megamix, right? So let's go here. So guys, so one night we're asleep, and I can't remember, I woke up or something, and Mrs. Pixel is there, and I look at her, and she's looking a little bit annoyed, and I'm like, yo, babes, like, what's up? What's going on? And guys, if you like this story, then you're definitely without a doubt gonna have to press that like button, right? So Mrs. Pixel, she gets up, she goes, oh, I had a dream that you were with another woman. And I was like, what? No, baby. I said, you are the only one for me. There is no other woman. Like, you know, I said, whoa, like, it's only a dream, like, chill out. I proper calmed her down, and she was cool. And I was like, look, babes, I love you. You're the only one. There's no other woman. It's a dream. It's a dream. You had the dream. You know, all of a sudden she started smiling. She kind of calmed down and everything, and she was good. And, you know, I was the complete idiot. And at the end of it, I said to her, so, what does this other woman look like? And anyway, I started getting beaten up at night. She started attacking me. And to be honest, I felt like I deserved it, man. So the point I'm making here is, if your missus ever has a dream that she sees you with another woman, don't ask her if that woman is good looking. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I know we're curious. I mean, I'm still curious. She never bloody told me, but I'm too scared to bring it up, because that is the day the PCN channel will be gone and I will be no more. Okay, so here we have Fighters Megamix and another one. So guys, if you did like that story, press that like button, man. You know, look at Karen doing origami with a freaking tea bag. Right, absolutely amazing. Wow, I'm going to be super exhausted after this, I feel. I feel like I'm really doing the energy thing here. Guys, I'm going to turn my mic off just a second. I need to take a sip of my drink. I need to lubricate my mouth, not in the dirty way, you guys. Oh wow, okay, that's crashed. Imagine that. The time I choose to take a sip of my drink, let me press start. I'm gonna reset that game and see what happened there. Let's see if that boots back up. See, I try and do it when there's stuff happening and playing, right? So, ooh, man, I'm definitely tired. I completely forgot what I was gonna bloody say. Right, okay, so yeah, oh, another arcade Karen, yeah, oh, I love him, man. I love the arcade Karen one. So we've got the MiSTer one here, where she does a beautiful MiSTer fight. But I'll tell you what, Scandal, what I'm really going to enjoy about this, when I do videos, because obviously I knew about the chroma key. I thought there was a way you could watch in here as well, you know? Oh, no, I thought it had the watch mode. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, like, for example, if I'm going to do like Robocop, like, let's say this character screen, select screen that you can see here, I can put Karen where a question mark is and she can pop up and do that. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and hide those, you know, like, subscribe stuff, like, randomly in there. I just wanted to try something with a chroma screen and the chroma, whatever it's called, the one that hides it. And yeah, I tried it and it worked really well. So yeah, we can definitely get Karen going in other places. I really like this analog pocket one, guys, right? And for anyone out there, you can try wrapping a teabag string around your analog pocket. Whether you get a heart on there is, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, if that's something you want to do, I'd rather you do that than you put a tea bag inside your analog 3D, because that will likely damage it, right? But wrapping a string around there or your analog pocket to get a heart thing, just don't wrap it up too tight. What's going on here? Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. Oh, it says press start for button, right? Okay, I need to pay attention to this stuff. But guys, look how I'm very impressed with the visuals that we have got on this, man. It just looks really good. I think, was there a follow-up to this game on the Dreamcast as well? I seem to recall. Okay, so she's got a VF moves. Hey, if it works, well, why not repeat it? Love it. Oh, look at that. What a great replay, man. I should really save that just to show someone you can repeat the same move again and again. Right, let's try and... I should wait for him to get up, really. So yeah, Ori, these are the games where you're not going to get slowed down. Maybe one day, because I got the 4K card. I could do two 1080p streams where we could run a single and dual together. I've definitely done those before. Trying to see if anyone mentioned any games in there, because I don't want to neglect you guys. You guys are... Oh, Astor, Red Panda said Astor. So you always forget this stuff, man. So I think, is that USA, baby? Or is that... Yeah, Astor. I think Astor's that... It's a very good looking game, man. Astor is a banger from what I recall. It's the one where you got that kind of fat kind of thing, and you free a bird, and the bird helps you, and all that stuff there. It looks absolutely banging. And I'll give more props to Mrs. Pixel. So when she makes me a hot drink, I remember one time she made me a drink and I opened it during the stream, and I was like, babes, this is piping hot. It nearly burnt me on stream, man. And since that, she makes it like, so the honey and lemon is warm, but it's warm enough for you to down the whole thing. And it's in one of those metal flasks with a Z on it. She bought me a flask with a Z on it, right? So, you know, it's for my name, Z. She was like, here you go, this is for you. And, you know, I was like, well, didn't it have one that said PCN? And she looked at me and said, no. I'm kind of fortunate that she didn't actually beat me with that flask. That would have been painful, right? Ever been beaten with a metal flask? I haven't, and I don't think I'd like to get beaten either. All right, let's so good stuff here. Right, let's press start. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do more of those classic ones, but I like the way the hearts pop out of the Unlock 3D. Maybe I can do one for like consoles and just get stuff up. Right, let's have a look. The journey begins. This one's to my buddy Red Panda, channel member, just like Scandal over there as well, man. Guys, really do appreciate your support, you know. It definitely contributes towards me getting stuff. Like, I've bought myself a DE25 Nano. Yes, currently it's a paperweight, and I haven't even opened the damn thing up, right? I've just left it there. I should check it to see if it's working. I'm sure it is. I'm too lazy. I bought an EverDrive 2 years ago when the Unlock 3D was announced, and I opened it to see if it was in there, but I've never bothered setting it up. But I'm sure if it didn't work, I'll be like, yo, Grix, I bought this 2 years ago. I just tested it now. It's not working. I'm sure he'd replace it, but I'm sure it works. You know, his stuff doesn't really have many issues. Very good craftsmanship from what I recall. Right, okay, let's the journey begins. It begins again with me and my terrible gameplay. So I'm looking forward to doing a few streams with the Unlock 3D. I don't know if I'll be able to do side-by-sides. I'd have to like bring another table in my little setup, and you know, I can do it with N64. The only thing is I've only got one flash card, so I won't be able to do stuff simultaneously. Oh, but I have got a number of cartridges, but the downside of my N64 is it's a power one, and even though with an EverDrive you can play the NTSC games, that's not an issue. It's more a case of the carts. So I've got F-Zero, GoldenEye, FIFA 98, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Mario Kart 64. They're going to be the power version, so they're going to be running at 50 Hz. So I won't really be able to compare it unless I do a power with power side by side, you know. So not exactly sure. Again, very good, very stylish game. I think there's a translation of this as well, man. So I don't know what these guys are doing, man. They're like, they're just dancing around, man. Oh, I literally thought that was a cutscene. It was mesmerizing, man. Do you know one of the reasons I want to get a bloody PlayStation, a PlayStation 2, is I want to run stuff like Odin's Sphere, which I think's out for that, and I've got it for my Vita, but I'd like to run stuff like Odin's Sphere on Oh no, do I need to? Okay, I just had to free. I thought I had to chuck the guys up on there. So I want to get stuff like Odin's Sphere working on. I want to get it working with. I want to look at those games in 4K, but I don't know how much of an audience. What do you guys think? If I was to do PS2 streams, and you know, how many could I do before it's like, okay, it's a PS2. It's, you know, there's nothing really new coming out for it. Or at least with, you know, FPGA, the cores get updates. There's stuff that happens. Okay, I can't attack that one. And what a beautiful game, Red Panda. This game looks really, really good. Eat the tree, suckers. But yeah, guys, tomorrow's going to be Terminator. I might do a Terminator 2 2D stream tomorrow, man. What a look! Game looks superb. I knew that was coming for me. I should have actually tried to play. Right, okay. Have we got any other requests? If not, oh, okay. Get some Batsugan. Get on the go if you have time. Absolutely, there, Jerp face. Let's get some Batsugan. Batsu. Okay, maybe. Oh, Japan folder. Do you know what? I've got translations and stuff here. I think, is there a translation of Batsugan? No. Okay, we'll look at translations after as well. Oh, is there quality of life? Nope. Okay. Whoops. What happened there? Okay, that was... I have no idea what's launching there. You know what? I'm going to go back. And... Okay, now I'm curious now what that is. What am loading up? Okay. I have no idea what this is, guys. I've loaded this by accident. Guys, 48 people watching. If you haven't pressed that like button, press it. Do it for beautiful Karen over there. Is this a Suka or something? Love MiSTer. Love Saturn. Oh, initial. Oh, man, this is going to be... You know what? Let me get out of this quickly. This game always gives me a copyright bloody thing, man. And from what I recall, it wasn't actually that good anyway. It might be too late. Let's quickly find... What the hell? I'm okay. Oh, Batsugan. There we go. Batsugan. And you always have to reset. When you do CHDs, or you usually do, let's have a look. Unless this is a... I think there's enough Japanese PS2 games to do a few streams with... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, true. I mean, I can't justify the cost of it. I definitely won't get that in ad rev, but it'll still be interesting to get. I'm contemplating kind of buying it because you know what? My mate who I bought the Analog 3D for yesterday, he wanted it before Christmas. I don't know. He might say to me, "Look, if I want it, I can take it." So I don't know if I want to take that dive. £100, all right. That's a very, very good price. It's more the space and where everything goes. I've already got lots of stuff in my shed, which my wife's really annoyed about. But I don't want to buy like more stuff. Even stuff like bloody 4 switches. With I think I've got 2 docks in boxes in the shed and 2 docks I'm using. One downstairs. My kids never play that stuff, man. Yeah, that stuff there. But Shifty, you know what we do need to do? We need to do that shmup for the Saturn where it's got user-generated content and run that stuff on there. I'm just testing Daytona. No slowdowns on single RAM. No, I don't think Daytona's one of them, dude. I think it's the fighting games. And I wouldn't really worry about it too much. If you don't feel it, if you don't feel the slowdown, then you're good. Just go with it. Stick with single RAM, man. I don't see enough justification for going dual RAM. Like, there are advantages with like the Atari Jaguar core at the moment. The Sega Saturn ever so slightly. What else is there? I think that might be it. So for the whole part, I generally use my my single SD RAM version, man. It's done me good for a long time. But you know what? To be honest, because I don't really game, especially when doing content on a CRT, it would be better for me to actually have the dual SD RAM one out there. I mean, if you're not playing, right? So, or if you're not playing on a CRT, then it makes sense. Then it's like, all right, you might as well go dual for anything that supports it, because you're not gonna use the analog display anyway, right? So, in that kind of thing, it makes sense, because yeah, you know, you're not gonna use it. But even when I got my MiSTer, I didn't have a CRT set up, but I thought to myself, you know what, I would rather get the CRT one in case I do ever want to play it. And you know, when I got the PVM, or when I tried it with a consumer TV, it was there. The option was there. Even though I hardly use it, man. It's small. It's a 9-inch PVM I've got, or I'm playing it on like a 27-inch 4K screen. Even though I guess, you know, widescreen 27-inch, it's not the same. Like if it was a 4x3, then 27 might be equivalent to, I don't know, 19 or something, because it measures diagonal to diagonal. Oof. Oof, you move fast on this. Right, okay, that was Batsugan, man. Oh, my 800 XL core, man. Yeah, see, 800 XL is good, man. I need to set that up at some time, you know. I had an 800 XL, and I absolutely, I thought it was such a great bloody device, man. Oh, let's have a look at some of the ROM hacks that we had, actually. So, oh no, that loaded the game. So quality of life, okay, Shinobi X. The Shinobi's a weird one. Okay, so that's 60 hertz patched. Translated, what have we got here? Blast Wind, I get accused of that sometimes. Cotton 2 translated. Cotton's fantastic. That's a banger of a game, man. The Cotton games are really, really good. Everyone, you should definitely, without a doubt, check out Cotton games, man. They are superb, absolutely superb. All right. So what's good as well is you've got, so I've been playing the STV version of Cotton more, but yeah, this version of Cotton is really, really good as well. Sorry, just gonna check out my phone quickly. I did near it both off. I keep getting emails from Apple. I don't really use Apple products anymore, but saying, I don't know, something or another. I don't know what it is. It keeps sending me an email like almost every day. Oh, so I was going to say to Cotton. Cotton's got a different soundtrack to what's... so the arcade has a different soundtrack to the SEGA Saturn, and both of them are fantastic soundtracks. This is such an amazing game. Absolutely amazing game. The soundtrack, absolutely superb. Oh, wicked. Oversoul SC7N. Right, let's put this up a bit more. Let's have a look. The first level soundtrack, really, really good, guys. I've turned it up a little bit, so you should be able to hear it a little bit more as well. You know, this could get remixed into so much stuff. That's the grab. I hope you guys are liking that soundtrack. And a shout out to Terminator 2K2, Chris's Retro Gaming. I know who really likes the Cotton games. And I hope Terminator 2K2 is actually playing Terminator 2 HD. Oh, guys, like every time there was a... Right, so... Terminator 2D, no fate. I kept saying Terminator 2K2 because he's a friend of mine and I've mentioned that name a lot and I speak to the guy a lot. And it was very difficult to say Terminator 2 HD. When I was trying to say that, I kept saying Terminator 2K2, and another one that's really difficult. Every time I do the analog 3D videos I've done, guess what? I've had to redo the voiceovers a few times. Why? Because I keep saying analog pocket, because I've covered it for so long now. It's difficult for me to follow a different word other than pocket after the word analog, but I'm getting around to it. I think I've gotten better. I've gotten used to it. So imagine doing a video, and you know, my videos, I sometimes do videos where I chop it into little bits and then put the voiceovers together, but often my videos are just one long voiceover. It's a very, very same to Video Game ℳ𝒾𝓈 as well. He very rarely puts together different voiceover. He just sits in front and he just goes, just bang. He's just out at it, man. I feel for him though, man. People keep saying to him like he speaks too fast. You know, he does speak fast, but I can understand everything that he's saying now. But I don't know, maybe people from other languages that, you know, English is a second language, it might be difficult, but you have got the option for subtitles. And I mean, I generally leave the AI voiceovers, is it the AI voiceover translations as on. But I know some people are really against AI, but I get a lot of international viewers that really benefit from the translations, and they really like it. So, you know, I've had people complain saying it's rubbish, but they can watch it in the native language anyway, right? You just got to go into options and change it. But then there's a lot of people that say, look, we like your content, we just haven't got a freaking clue what you're saying. Yeah, especially a lot of Spanish people, man, and I'm happy for that. So I'll leave it on. When it comes to AI, like I have mixed feelings about it. Obviously, I do understand there's a lot of stuff out there where it's you know, you were in a job and you weren't out of a job, and I would never wish that on anyone. That just sucks. But then, you know, I use it for work. For sometimes I think of AI like ChatGPT or Gemini as a really intelligent assistant that's also very dumb at the same time, right? So you need to check their work. They can help you with stuff, but you still need to check it. You cannot blindly depend on them, right? It's like when one of my bosses at my old work, he was getting me to do this. There was like this new risk mitigation system we were using, and he had to put this report in there and write a whole thing, and he gave it to me, and I knew it was his work and done it. So what I did was I don't want to say the word so that, you know, YouTube picks up on any rude words, right? But it begins with P, and it's the center part of a male's body at the front, right? So I just hid that word in there, and he submitted it, and it got found out that it had the word in there, and I said, oh, sorry man, I must have misspelled something. But I definitely trolled him. But you know, sometimes I'm writing documents for work and whatnot, and it's easier just to do certain parts with AI. It saves me a lot of time. I know a lot of people, like, they just outwardly hate it, but for me personally, it's a tool that I sometimes use, and it has been handy at times. It's definitely saved me a lot of work that I've used, and then I've gone over to like something like Metal Game Solid to write an article or what, you know. So yeah, I do use it, but I do understand a lot of the hate towards it, man. I do get it, guys. I do get it. I don't want to, you know, I'm not an AI enthusiast, you know, like a front runner for it. I actually, believe it or not, I hate technology. I like the days before the internet. I liked going out on a Saturday to comic book stores, buying import games. Everything was there, rather than, you know, you can order it online. You have to order it online. You have to order it online. Like, my kids will never experience that. When my kids want a toy, they come around and look at my phone. They look at Amazon. They look at other sites. So that is gone, and technology killed it. The internet killed it. It centralized everything. I absolutely hate it. I remember, I even hate mobile phones, and don't get me wrong, I use all this stuff. I use it on a daily basis. I don't have to like it. I don't have to like what it's turned the world into. But hey, right, for any of the older guys out there, right, remember like in the late 80s, early 90s, when you had to meet with your friends and you had to say, hey, you know what, let's go and meet. We're going to go out. We're going to go comic shopping. We're going to check out video games, all that good stuff, right? So what happened was, you had to meet one another, and you had to say, all right, you know what, we are going to meet up at 10:30 outside the park gates or the station or somewhere, right? And right, so there was no like texting, I'm running late, I'll meet you there. Man, you made the plan and you had to stick to the damn plan, right? And if you wanted to make a change to it, you had to call the night before. You had to call way before, and everyone had to arrange it and be on board with it, and you didn't wait for anyone for ages. I miss those days. I miss those days so much. I sometimes think to myself, like, you know, whatever I'm doing, I've got my phone with me. And remember the times where there were times where you were actually bored, where your Walkman ran out of batteries, your Game Boy was dead. You know, all you had to do was read a book, but then you read the book that you had. You were on a journey. It was a 5-hour journey, and it was a freaking 5-hour journey because you had nothing to do but to stare out the window and play I Spy. But guess what? When you're on a motorway playing I Spy, there's not that many words that you can do. Road, trees, grass, cat's eye, car. That's it. There's nothing else. Sky. Maybe you see a plane. If you're really lucky, you might see a hot air balloon, but that usually exists in bloody video games. So that was my rant about how the future is just completely messed up and everything is centralized. Fantastic. Can now develop apps. Oh wow, 3 years ago would have cost me 50. Wow, okay. But I do miss the later. Yeah, wow, okay. So yeah, there's a lot of people that use it, but see what you're saying there, Ori, yeah, is like the apps that you're building, and obviously the people that were making the 50K out of it by developing that app, they're obviously out of a job. That's the sad side of it, and it's never nice seeing anybody lose a job, because obviously some things come out that superseded it. You know, my job that I'm in is pretty recession proof. It's something that got proven with COVID, where a lot of people were kind of out of that. You know, my job's very operational, so even though I do a lot of admin work with a lot of systems, I don't really have an option to work from home. It's very, very rare. It's something that I have done on a few occasions, but sometimes there's just stuff there where I need to be on site. But yeah, that's the downside of AI. I know people that are personally affected by it and have personally literally lost their job. But again, I know a lot of people that are making their job easier with it, but not necessarily because that would have been outsourced to someone else. It just meant that they were doing a lot of this work themselves, and now they're not doing that work because their AI assistant is doing it for them. There's definitely, like, I definitely have mixed feelings about it, but on the whole, you know, I do use it. I do use it for work, and believe it or not, there's some people that are really, really bad at using it as well. So what happens is they actually need some help with it. So, you know, I may help. I may write something up with it. I've got Gemini Pro for. So I've got Gemini Pro for. How have I got it for? Okay, we've got different characters here. We do Baguro. Yeah, so I've got Gemini Pro 3. I have tried ChatGPT Pro as well. I feel like ChatGPT is better than Gemini anyway. I'm not a big fan of the X one. I think that one isn't that great, at least in my experience anyway. But it's quite nuts what you can do with it though, man. It is really is crazy. I mean, all of this one here, for example, now. This one here was done on the XAI. I just literally put a green screen in the background and said, make her jump up and make. I actually told it to turn the tea bag into a heart, but it didn't. It made a jump up and a heart appeared below her, and I thought that was all right. Okay, so when it comes to Bomberman, yeah, I remember this. I played this, but I'm an old school guy, man. I like the old school view. I'm not the biggest fan of the isometric because you can jump in this. I forgot about that and get the cards. Yeah, nuts game, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cool game. Oof. Okay, I got blown up there, which means it's time for another game. But guys, look how good this is looking. What's something that's like visually absolutely amazing? I think someone said one of the Marvel games, so we can go Marvel. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the end of the Japanese ones, or Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Actually, you know, while I'm here, I really want to send a special thank you out to GAW, G-A-W, man. They do a lot of work on this, and they taught me a lot of stuff about using the PixelFX, and it helped me get this this work in progress early builder firmware. So on the Morph, you've got two channels. Let's actually bring some of that up. If you go here and you go System. So when you go firmware, you've got update channel. So I'm on unstable at the moment, but you can pick stable or unstable. But even what's available on unstable, there's other versions that haven't been put on unstable yet, like early testing ones. And for the whole part, they are actually decent. So I've got one of those on there. But what's really good is it's got very, very good auto detection when it goes between menus, when it goes between like a video that might be different on the system. And when you go into a normal game, what might be difficult? Well, guys, this looks freaking beautiful, man. Let me take a sip of my drink, guys. All right. Oh, that honey and lemon was so nice, man. Yeah, so yeah, what a game, man. This is the one with that weird character in it, right? But again, it just looks so good visually, man. And you know, I know there's other upscalers up there, but from what I understand, like this one's a lot cheaper, so it depends on what you want. And the Retro Tink 4K and the 4K CE are the other one. And I'm not criticizing those. Lots of people say really, really good things about those. I don't have them, so it'll be unfair for me to say this is better than the other. But based on people that I've spoken to and people that have both, they've always said that the Morph does some things better than the Retro Tink, and vice versa. So the Retro Tink will do some stuff that's better than the Morph, and the Morph will do some stuff that's better than the 4K. So I guess it all depends on your use case. Look, my use case is what you're seeing here now, which is just to upscale to 4K without any visual filters for a content creation purposes, right? But if I was like, if the boys come around and I was playing something, I was playing it on a 4K screen, then what I would likely do is I would put some scan lines and stuff on there. But scan lines just, they don't come out good on YouTube. That's why the vast majority of people don't use them. Gemini 3 Pro is smashing it right now. In graphics, I see AI as just tools. Rubbish idea with AI is still rubbish. Yeah, oh, cool, man. I mean, Gemini does some decent stuff, but haven't. I mean, I use it. So I use it as a spell check and grammar check sometimes. It's I use it for searching stuff because I get less adverts on that one. What else? What else do I use it? I use it sometimes to say, just give me a bunch of hashtags related to this subject, but it saves me time of typing all of those individually. So there are definitely uses for it, and I do use it. I'll never say I won't use it. I don't use it as much as other people, but I'm not like completely away from it either. But I don't know how I'd feel if it affected like my, if all of a sudden I lost a job because of it, then maybe I would be bitter about it, right? And that's just human nature. You know, if I lost my job about something, I'd be annoyed at that. So definitely annoyed. But hey, let's give a little whirl. But again, it just looks fantastic. Actually, I might have to run something like Panzer Dragoon after, you know, like one of the kind of flagship titles over there. So all right, let's go. Oh, I'm always boring. Let me pick. Oh, let's pick this guy over here. This is definitely Arcade Karen's boyfriend. All right, and all right, let's go Ryu there. I like the different colors you've got here. I do like, so you know, like they've made some of the new fighting games easier, but it kind of started with the Marvel ones where it gave you like the easy instead of manual. We just had to double tap a button to do a special. That was kind of interesting where they added that. I did try that first time I played one of these in the arcade. I think the one I really played was Marvel vs. Capcom, but only one player. I could actually 1cc that game in the arcade or sometimes die on the last boss. What a joke character, man. Okay, he's dead. And I think oh no, okay, he paused it here. You know what? Fight the little guy, man. Oh, I had a joke earlier I was going to tell you guys, man. It was bloody hilarious. But I can't remember it now. It was quick, easy. Oh wow, this is nuts. I'm trying to do a team special actually, but eat that, dictator. Okay, let's run with another game. Oh, that's it. Which one? Let's do a bit of Panzer. See what it looks like upscaled. Panzer Dragoon. Absolutely superb. I remember seeing this here. Mr. Bean in a fighter. That is funny. Quality. Oh man, my kids, everyone, they really like Mr. Bean. You know, one good thing about Mr. Bean is like, it's like a visual Pink Panther. You know, Pink Panther, it doesn't matter what language you speak, you can understand Pink Panther. It's like Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean, doesn't matter what language you speak, right? Mr. Bean just does it, right? Anyway, guys, you know what? Just a reminder, if you are enjoying this stream, press that like button. And we're bringing an Analog Pocket one up here. It's not an Analog Pocket stream, but wrapping a tea bag by Arcade Karen, Coin Up Karen, brings a heart up on the Analog Pocket. It doesn't work, by the way, guys. I'm not responsible for you guys breaking your Analog Pocket, or even worse, right? The Analog Pocket is one thing, but I love this one with the Analog 3D. Coin Up Karen puts a trusty tea bag in there, and there is love for everybody. Right, okay, let's kind of want to have a look at this, because this is a game that I first saw on the SEGA Saturn and on advanced consoles, or you might remember it, advanced consoles off Carnaby Street. Used to do really good cables. Wow, it looks good, man. Just can't believe how darn good this thing is, man. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, I really like the one on the Xbox, the normal Xbox. My bloody normal Xbox is, it didn't turn on last time I turned it on. I was gutted, man. So I don't know, something's gone in it, either a hard drive or a capacitor or something. It's still in my shed. I need someone to repair it, man. So it's obviously, you know, modded. It's got a lot of stuff on there. But you see, that'll be fun to run with the Morph 4K, man. Oh, okay, I forget. I need to look at the... I've got like a little map, a little radar thing there, sorry, on the right. Look for the little dots, right? Oh, by the way, guys, this stream is ending at 10, right? Roughly about 8 minutes time or something, man. It is a school night, guys. It is a school night. So I don't have to be up as early. I'm covering my boss, you know, being the boss. Or covering my boss, I get to go in late and leave early. However, there is a do tomorrow, so I will be attending that. I work with some really nice people, man. I'm kind of blessed, man. I've been at my new job for 1 year and 2 months now. Really cool people, man. It's a small operation. It was more paid than my last job, and like I have to do so much. Like compared to my last job, I have to do so little, man. So yeah, it's decent. It's decent. I was speaking to like one of my friends actually that took over my last job. He went up 2 ranks actually, because my deputy left as well. He left before me, so he stepped up as my deputy. And when I left, he got my job. So wicked. And I was chatting to him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, it's still manic. A lot of the stuff that we do, it's crazy. All that there, man. But yeah, you know, I do miss parts of my old job. There was always stuff happening there, you know. And in my new job, like I like it. I almost feel like I've gone into retirement, you know. It's very mellow. Like, so sometimes when they have like an issue, so I'm really sorry I can't talk about the specifics of my job, but like for example, if something that they consider a big deal or a crisis would just be like a Monday morning for us, you know, or like a Friday afternoon or something, very easy, nothing major, you know. And then I'm like, okay, this is how we deal with this, you know, how we deal with it. Wow, look at that. The reflection looks really cool as well, man. I like it. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. I feel like this is doing a really good job, man. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Let's run some other games. Primal Rage, I don't have to play it, but we've done too many fighting games. Let's see. What else is there? Okay, bubble. Okay, that might be. Was it? It might probably USA actually. Let's have a look. Oh no. Okay, no bubble. No. Sorry. Okay, so where was I? Was I USA? Okay, was it Japan only? I didn't realize that. Oh, Bubble Symphony. Okay. I thought it would have been out for the USA as well, or maybe I've just got the Japanese version. Not sure. I would play analog 3D, but mine is clogged up with tea bags. Hey man, I am not taking any responsibility. I remember the Ace consoles in Carnival. No, it wasn't Ace, it was Advanced Consoles, dude. Advanced Consoles. Unless Ace was another one. It was Advanced Consoles. They had like a yellowish kind of shop sign from what I recall. That was really good. They modded my console. Yeah, man, I got them to make a cable for my Neo Geo to work on a Philips 8833 monitor, man. Those guys smashed it. Got the cable made. Really, really good. And that's what I miss. I miss going to shops like that where you could go and get a specialist thing made, you know. You had to wait. They wouldn't do it for you there and then. Obviously, it required a bit of work, but they made all that stuff there. It was amazing. Guys, as we do approach the end of the stream, press that like button, man. Do it for beautiful Karen over there and a trusty tea bag that she's waving about. Wow, this looks really, really clean, guys. Look at it. Wow, absolutely amazing. I feel like the Saturn core really benefits from upscaling. It just looks really, really good. Really, really good. The 2D games look real crisp, man. Advanced Consoles Entertainment. There you go. Did you have to look that up somewhere, Shifty? Wicked. God, yeah, man. You know what? So back in Carberry Street, I was, into rock for a period of time as well around that era. So Skid Row, I used to like buying t-shirts there as well. Homebrew games, that's amazing. You know what, Ori? That is freaking sharp, man. That is really, really good. Really good. Here we go. Look at this. So the soundtrack for this game is nuts. It's very annoying compared to the other ones out there. But yeah, no, all good. Let's have a look. Let's do a general. Like, actually, I don't even need to play this. We've got a decent thing there. I like the boss battles in this where you get the lightning things there, bash them across everything there. Very good. Very good game. Just kind of wish if it had a soundtrack closer to Bubble Bobble. It's a bit that starts doing your head. To be honest, I didn't even know it was doing my head in. Someone else mentioned that it had done their head in. I was like, you know what, you're right. I think it was doing my head in as well, and I really didn't notice. And it sounds like that looks like a Bubble Karen, right? Look at that, cousins or something, right there. Absolutely right there. Looks all angry. She's like, Karen, I want the tea bag. I want to be able to fart a heart out. Right, here you go, and there you go. Whack that in the head. This is a good game, guys. You need to try this. Let's have a look at what was the kind of Saturn known for. I wanna run something that I know is going to be a banger. Ooh, what was that? What? I think it was with a D. No, not in here. Let's this one here. This was really cool because this didn't actually work for quite a period of time. The graphics were broken. I'm sure it works now. By the way, guys, also for the record, when I ran this, I ran the latest version of the unstable core, which funny enough was updated like around a month ago, or over a month ago. I think the 6th of November. And we're on like 11th of December now, man. So over a month, which is unusual because sometimes I've seen it get like 3 updates in a day before. So, but do you know what that could mean? What that could mean, right? And if you agree with this and you enjoy it, then definitely press that like button. But if SRG 320 isn't pumping out a lot of updates for the Sega Saturn core, right? Could that mean he's working on the 3DO core? Wow. Guys, this is smashing it. Look how good it looks. It looks really good. I do hope many of you guys are watching this in 4K and you are seeing what I am seeing, man. But this looks absolutely superb. But you know what, guys? I don't like annoying Mrs. Pixel more than I usually do. And it's 21:59, one kind of minute to go. So I'll finish at exactly kind of 10. Pixel, you remember the Pilot Software and Silica Shop? Do you know what? So Ori, on Tottenham Court Road, as you say there, I remember lots of shops there, but I don't remember all of their names, man. I remember at one point, like CEX or Computer Exchange, then they had like part of, like there was a bigger store and they had like they had their store in there. So I remember seeing that. remember seeing that there. But yeah, there was always stores there, and like trade was flourishing then. So people used to buy like cheap Japanese carts and sell them there, man. I bought like a box puzzle game for my DMG, and it was cheap compared to like a full price game. And I really liked the game. I thought it was really, really good. It was simple. It was puzzle. It worked. It was really, really good. But guys, I'm really liking. So I think we've done an N64, PlayStation. I'll be doing more streams like this as well, but I really feel like the Saturn and the Morph4K combo is just really, really good. It just looks so crystal clear, man. I'm really, really happy with it. So yeah, guys, with that, I am gonna end it. Let's just let Karen say goodbye to you guys, because she does like you guys. Karen, one more heart fart, please. Do it for the people. Absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, look. School night. I'll be doing stuff over the weekend. Maybe a Terminator 2D No Fate stream tomorrow, potentially. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if JT is going to release something. If he releases something, then I'll probably work on that. There's some interesting analog pocket content to be made as well, which I need to get on. So that's really, really cool. There's a way to like dump games on there. There's an article on Metal Game Solid, but you can dump your cartridges and your saves. And I've been speaking to the developer of that, so I might get a test build, and I'm going to try and rip games so you can back up your own game cartridges using the analog pocket, which is a big step. It's amazing. It means if you've got your carts, your saves, you can use your analog pocket to back it up, and then you can use those files anywhere. So that's really, really cool. Something to kind of look forward to. So what's that there? This has got me wanting to get the Saturn core working. Thanks for the stream. No, TBD develops. Dude, do you know what you need to do to get the Saturn core working? Just run update tool, man. Just make sure you have a look at the options. Make sure you've got the relevant options switched on. Grab the core from there, man, or just press update and pick the core that you want. It's very, very easy to get. So it's a simple thing to run, and it's amazing. And I'm really glad I did this today. I'm actually glad this one won. I will do some of the other systems as well, but this really benefits from the Morph4K. But yeah, that's it, guys. I am gonna go. Be freaking awesome tomorrow. I'm going to turn the sound up and type lovely messages to you guys before I go. But yeah, guys, yeah, if you're not subscribed, then, you know, a subscription and a like is always super duper appreciated. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.